Pome has enhanced its iPhone X phone in 3 more than strong model, 2 of that are greater rather than up. The iPhone XS Max has a screen. The iPhone XS has the identical part as the unique. The iPhone XR's display is reduced quality assurance. A new smartwatch was as well start up in an added drop detection feature. Down there had been concerns how the comparatively top £999 accession cost of iPhone X would range its circulation. How helping stimulate Pome to be the planet's at first business in a marketplace capitalization over $1 TN, £768 BN. Yet, China's Huawei yet controlled to surpass it in regulation of common smartphone marketplace stake in the April to June block, setting Pome in tertiary location. Huawei was capable to surpass it since Pome is not game in the mid and low ends of the marketplace, annotated Francisco Geronimo of IDC. Yet Pome is really so installed in the price sector, and we don't wait how to changing above the following 18 months. The XS Max will be the largest costly phone Pome has sold out today, in its cost range of £1,099 to £1,449 depending on its sum of store. The XS will matchstick the unique X's £999 to £1,349 price, time the XR will be £749 to £899. Pome has yet, turned on a headset dongle the period circle, so owners of attached earphone will requirement to element in and further £9 accusation to add a Pome allocated how the iPhone XS Max's screen was considerably greater rather than the screen of the old iPhone 8 Advantage in spite the two handsets creature such in amount. Though if the display on the iPhone X recent year was greater, several human beings who were on the Advantage model skipped the sense of a greater unit that is precisely which the Max is address, told Carolina Milanesi, an analysis at the Consulting Artistic Strategies. The iPhone XR as well has a greater display but uses LCD, fluid chip screen, quite rather than the OLED, natural lighting emitting diode, technique found in the more than costly model. The will indicate dark appears less than profound and its colors seem to include less than difference. In supplement, its gear is done of aluminum quite rather than steel, that tool it is potential to be less than harm resistant. Yet, in comparison with the more than costly model, it comes in 6 various colors. Analysts propose the broadband may assist promote iPhone owners who did not modernize recent year to do so. The general retaining has be really top for both of Droid and iOS, switch is substantially a item of the history, offered analysts at UBS. Place just, the replace for iPhone is iPhone, the just issue is while, and the while is managed in big portion by shape element, exactly the display. The newest phone's characteristic a crisp CPU, the A12 Bionic. It is the company's at first to characteristic 7nm FET technique, that should aid power effectiveness and calculation speeds. Its insertion tool the iPhone XS will recent on 30 protocol much longer on a cell accusation rather than the X, Pome offered. The company as well told how its Person ID framework would now job more rapid rather than up, and it demoed several apps, show off its extended fact valor. A12 Bionic, and the new neuron motor in special, will allow software developer to do all kinds of exciting new software program. Will be exciting to see a entire army of new software program experiences in wealthy car training constructed in. Huawei newly announced it had advanced a competing 7nm portable microchip of its their own. In spite rumors how at low one of the new iPhones would characteristic 3 back cameras, love Huawei's P20 Pro, Pome jammed in 2 12-megapixel lenses for the XS and XS Max. The XR just has 1 back chamber. Yet, Pome did reveal a new characteristic how will enable users to change the deep of field of their photos following they include been undertaken, efficaciously change the extent to that the backdrop is greased. The XS and XS Max as well enter supporting for 2 portable contracts, in largest countries though will be via a natural SIM map in supplement to an electric eSIM, that can be active via a QR coding amongst some tool. The release sold out to China consumer, yet, will need 2 natural SIM cards to reach the Benefits to owners involve. Pome will person several unavoidable critique how these means propose just little improved on preliminary successes, told Ben Timber of the consulting CCS Understanding. Yet, the reality how Pome has sold out nearly 2 trillion iOS devices today is bequest to the successful of the iPhone prescription with 2007. Over at its California occasion, Pome opened a new smartwatch in a screen how extends future to its edges rather than over model. The company told the Look episode 4's usable display was more than rather than 30% greater in spite the unit himself possessing such dimensions to its forerunner. The allows more than data and shortcuts to be shown at one day. It can as well screen ECG cardiac waveforms for the at first period. The plant via new sensors in its behind and corona to enable owners to verify if their cardiac has an uneven beat. In supplement, the clock will automatic alert its customer if it detects their cardiac is beaten anomalously quick or sluggish for daily utilize. Yet, the office work makes precise it should not be utilized as a replace for conventional diagnostics machinery. The Pome Looks EKG may be a really helpful instrument, an FDA gap is a essential, or required, move, but it does include limitations and FDA's comments do it precise how it is not a replace for receive verified by and consultation of an factual physician if you suspicion a issue. Receive FDA categorization for public health features on the new Look underlines Pome's management in bracelet-worn technology, annotated Mr. Timber. He's in difficult trial how no some customer wearable business has effectively navigated. A new drop detection installation as well debuts thanks to the introduce of following generation gyro and acceleration sensors that Pome told selected information 8 times more rapid rather than up. If the related software program believes the customer has incurred a difficult drop and remained motionless for a min or more, then it will email the disaster services an alarm consisting the customer's position, as contact selected friends or household if set to do so. This cause it executed so is how lot web operators are just readily to attention on smartwatches in their own constructed in-cell connection, told Mr. Geronimo. How's why they are navigation on as lot watches as the entire Switzerland Look making production. The Cell 40mm release of the Look episode 4 begins at £499 and the 44mm at £529. How symbolism and growth on the 38mm and 42mm episode 3 equivalents, that accordingly price £359 and £429. Pome as well affirmed how the following release of its portable operational framework, iOS 12, will be liberated for current devices on 17 September. Pome has never said us how lot Pome watches it has sold out with the at first unit was liberated in 2015, some rather than to say he's the upper selling unit in its class. Analysts, although, believe turnover are in the area of 50 millionth. Minuscule compared to the iPhone, but the is a unit house obviously on the up. It began lifetime as a suitability unit, but the upgrade will, and the isn't sale pant, assist human beings remain live. Drop detect, and the capacity to hold an ECG to action cardiac public health, are both of main new features how the health production is terribly agitated on. I refuged had a opportunity to try it still, and one anxiety for me would be erroneous positives, it thought I fall above while I'm excellently penalty. Or, if the is departure to be marketed at old consumer, Pome's boasting of packaging the interaction in more than complications will do it, so, more than complex. But do no error. In US controller adoption, the at first unit of its type to be taking into account how gap, insurance coverage companies will be order these by the bucket load. The planet is aging, and accessing to public health is receive more than costly. He's not frequently a silica veil business creates a food in the above 60s solidly in reason. Pome manufacturing a big jump in the marketplace will do the Pome Look, not the iPhone, the speaking spot of Pome's year. IBM Simon, the at first portable telephone to propose a touchscreen customer interface, but its sell just lasted and time. Siemens S10, the at first phone in a color screen, though just scarlet, verdant, dark blue and whites could be shown. LG Prada, the phone debut a capacitive touch screen, revealing thumb taps by changes in the screen's electric box quite rather than blood pressure. iPhone, Pome done use of much touch, revealing several points of pin, enabling dash to zoom and some interactions. Nokia NORTH85, at first telephone in an OLED, natural lighting emitting diode, screen, producing it more profound blacks and superior difference. LG G Bend, the arched style was derided as creature a trick, but points the way to the real bendy phones of the next. Abrupt aquas chip, the telephone's edgeless C foreshadowed presence tendency to hold bezels to a minimal. Samsung Galactic mention and, Samsung's at first phone to packaging its display above its sides utilized the additional area for notifications and app shortcuts. Sony Xperia Z5 Prize, the smartphone premiered a 4K screen up. It was lightweight to receive such a ultra-high determination portable substance. Significant telephone, the begin up hit Pome to showing a chamber groove in its screen, that permitted the otherwise of the display to expand above. Vivo X21, the China company hit rivals to offer a fingerprint female readers under its display.